Hi, this is Preeta and welcome to Dakshin Curry. Today we'll travel to Karnataka. Yeah, I'll be showing you how to make neer dosa, which literally means watery dosa. That is because of the consistency of the batter. To know how to make that, stay tuned. It's amazing how you can get a really amazing dosa and use minuscule number of ingredients. Let's have a look at the ingredients. I'll be using raw rice here, grated coconut, salt, water and oil. Now let's get into the batter. What is the procedure? Now this rice has to soak for minimum 4 hours. You don't need to soak it overnight and all that. 4 to 5 hours is good enough. And when you're going to be grinding it, you're going to be grinding it with a tablespoon of coconut. If you want to chop it up, you can chop it up. You want to grate it, you can just grate it. What I have done is I've taken 1 cup of rice and the ratio is 3 cups of water. So I have soaked it in 3 cups of water, and while grinding I have used that same water. I have not discarded that water. So I have cleaned the rice nicely and then soaked it with 3 cups of water. And then I have ground it into a really smooth paste. Don't add too much water when you're grinding the rice. You use very little water, make it into a nice smooth paste, remove it onto a container and then add the remaining water. While grinding also add salt. Let's have a look at how the batter is going to look. Now this is how the batter looks once it is ground, and as you can see it's really runny and it's got a sheen, and that is because of the coconut. Now some people don't use coconut in their recipe, and that is perfectly fine, but coconut kind of gives it a mildly sweet flavor and it really tastes delicious. So you can imagine that the ingredients are so simple and it's instant. You don't have to ferment this. Again, an instant dosa, so the only time that will go is in soaking, and say if you are pressed on time, you can soak it in lukewarm water to reduce the soaking time also. It really doesn't take a lot of time. So you can see nice and thin. So let's make our dosas. Now I have a pan here and I'm putting it on the saute mode. Now technically you can also do it in the induction on a dosa mode, but you have to remember that the temperature settings, what are the controls, keep that in mind whenever you are making your neer dosas. For neer dosas, if you are making it in a wrought iron pan or the traditional pan that they use, you need to remember that it has to be really hot and then it comes down to a medium flame and then you make the dosas. In a non-stick, technically you will not even need oil. I am just adding it for the first neer dosa that I have wiped it. I'll just allow this to heat up nicely and then we will add our batter. Now remember that whenever you are making it, keep stirring it, because what happens is rice tends to settle at the bottom. So remember that you mix it anyways, the batter is runny. So if you don't do that, you're going to have a really thin watery batter and all the rice is going to be stuck at the bottom. So keep that in mind. This take little batter because this pan is small, and just roll this and fill the holes if any. And what we need to do is just cover and cook this. Now remember to control your temperature, not too high, not too low. And we'll wait for a few seconds and then this will be ready. Now some people, when they are making it on the traditional neer dosa pan, I have seen that they don't even cover and cook. They make it nice and paper thin. So that heat itself is enough for it to cook it. And most of the people also cover and cook. So you see what is working out for you. The idea is that the dosa should be completely cooked. Let's have a look. As you can see, I'm just going to reduce this as much as I can. This is starting to come off the edges, and when that happens, that means that your neer dosa is cooked. Also you can see the texture is changing, as you can see all these spots, the color is changing, and at this point what you can do is just remove this. You can see it's so simple. That's all it takes. And what we will do now is just put it on a plate. I have a plate here ready. Just going to place this, and I'm going to make more of these cute little neer dosas. And remember to have them nice and piping hot. That's how it tastes good. So let's make more of these hot. Add this and swirl it. Did you ever realize that neer dosas are so easy to make? Now usually we are not a fan of neer dosas technically at home, so I never made it in a large batch, but just to show you all, what I did is I made the batter and I stored some of it in the refrigerator. I wanted to know how this batter works if you're going to be making dosas the next day. Trust me, it came out perfectly fine. All you need to remember is if you're going to chill your neer dosa batter and use it the next day, you just need to remove it and ensure that it comes to room temperature. So I kept my batter for at least 2 to 3 hours outside, mixed it nicely because by then the rice had got stuck at the bottom, so you need to mix it nicely before making it. So ensure that the batter is at room temperature and only then you start making your neer dosas. So this is one batter which I found that even if I refrigerate, I can use it the next day. So as you can see, neer dosa was really easy to make. Do hold on to the proportions, that is the 1:3 and the correct soaking time for 4 hours, and obviously mixing it well before making it. I'm sure you will not go wrong. Please make this recipe and do write in. If there's any particular recipe that you want me to show or share with you, please let me know. I'm waiting for your feedback. If you like this recipe, share it and hit subscribe on India Food Network. Until next time, it's Preeta signing off. Bye.